Paynes attorney, Matt Tucker, today, who said he and his client were surprised by the convictions on Tuesday, but as far as whether or not Hannah will speak again inside the courtroom tomorrow, this was his answer. Let's watch. Will Hannah speak again tomorrow before being sentenced?
Hannah's devastated. The whole time I had to keep her calm. I was sitting there saying, you talk to your doctors if you need any kind of medicine or whatever to remain calm, because as you saw at the end when I said she was going to be testifying, she was coming in. The emotion was coming out, the fear, the elation of getting it over with, the concerns. I mean, it just was eating her up inside. All those 4 years just were coming out those last 2 days, and it was hard to keep her focused. And as I explained to her, you waited for this day to tell your story. Don't not tell them. No matter which way it goes, tell your side. I mean, this is therapeutic for you, and for the other side, it needs to be closure for both families. His family needs to have closure, and her family needs to have closure. And I think I mentioned that in the trial. I think, God rest his soul, because it's a tragedy. He lost his life, and she lost the chance to have life, and now she's doing life. So it's a real tragedy all across the board.
Tucker did say that Hannah's family and friends are expected to show up in full force and fill the courtroom and make statements on her behalf. I also asked him about why he believes the jury didn't believe his client's testimony. Let's watch.
I can't take away from what the jury decided. I never got a chance to talk to them. I went back to talk to them and find out. I don't know if y'all were able to talk to them, but they said they just didn't feel comfortable talking to me, and that was my whole point to them. No matter what you decide, be comfortable. Yeah. Because to hide behind something is going to leave questions, and is not going to give the closure to either family. There's always going to be somebody speculating or saying something, and and I understand they went through a lot of stuff, and I understand there was some arguing back there, but it was each one of their decisions. I made sure that we heard each one of them say it was unanimous, and they made that decision back there, and it was still their decision. So I'm not sure why they don't feel comfortable coming out. All I wanted to do is understand, was there something else I could have done differently?
Ultimately, Tucker said as far as what he will ask the judge to do tomorrow, his hands are tied because of the mandatory 30-plus years Hannah gets if she is allowed parole. But Tucker does plan to make an oral motion for a new trial based on alleged errors of bias and other grounds. And, of course, he's going to appeal this conviction, Michael.
All right, Chanley Painter, thank you so much for that report. Appreciate it.